before a fall.
Greetings. Get my microphone down here. Thank you for the new follow since the last session, rather. Appreciate that. Get my everything balanced here. So, I'm streaming on multiple platforms, but I got, I'm listening to copyrighted music at the moment, which very well may get me immediately kicked off of the old Facebook. I've got non-copyrighted music to stream in the toe here. I like my musics, you know. Let's see here. We got what we got. Let's bring up some. So what does epic qualify as even? I'm scared. Up to like 10%. I don't know. See if my live stream is even still going on Facebook. I'm curious. I'm very curious. I am still live. Okay. I have not been cut for playing some sweet As I May. That's good. I might be able to get away with playing it quietly in the background. Who knows? I do know that Facebook is much less forgiving than the other platforms. Yeah, so this is not music. This is the opposite of music. I would call this void space, where the opposite of music happens. So let me just figure this out real quick. Ba, ba, ba. A lot of things to be tested in the starting soon section. I have the longest friggin' volume. Like, Firefox is the worst. For every tab, it spawns a new volume slider, I guess. Whereas, like, Chrome, it keeps it contained to whatever tab you have focused, which is a much cleaner way of doing things. It's like a never-ending staircase. Right there was Pretzel for a split second. I hate you, Firefox. You make my life miserable. And I try to look through the volume controls. All I'm trying to do here is figure out what volume Pretzel's at. Where are you, Pretzel? I saw you again. Lost in the file. Hang on. For reference here, let me add a source. Let me show you what I'm trying to deal with. If my computer will even cooperate. Oh my god, my computer won't even cooperate. Everything is so slow. Alright. So, because of Firefox and how stupid it is, get smart selection. I'm afraid that smart selection is going to pump up like 10 seconds after I've asked it to. So I think we're like in high CPU usage. Maybe? I don't know. What the F? Oh, cool. Yeah, let's start doing the lawns too. Even though that's Tuesday's job. Alright, well, XSplit's not responding anymore, so that's good. That's about typical of something you pay hundreds of dollars a year for. Good. Good. You know what? We're listening to music now. Copyright. I don't care. Because I'm not listening to that. Kick me off of Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Twitch is the only true platform. Alright. So, yeah, XSplit's just not going to respond to me. At all. It's actually completely frozen. All of the status icons are just frozen. It's putting all of its power into the broadcast, like, video window. Oh yeah, here it is. Now it wants to do smart selection. I don't even want it at this point if it's going to take that much CPU power. High CPU usage detected. Yeah, no fucking shit. It's like I can't even enjoy this fucking computer because every time I stream, high CPU usage detected. So I have to use half of it to use fucking cameras. Monitoring, fucking using half of my CPUs to fucking, as a fucking camera monitoring system now. I am not a happy person. Just, like, at all. Just... Anyway. I will, Oh, you're not late. We're in the very early stages of me just getting online here. Haven't even gotten to the main screen yet. But welcome, Spencer. How you doing? I'm just playing the event here. And fighting with my shitty computer. And Mother Nature. Everyone needs to their lawn done every day of the week in this neighborhood. I've really enjoyed this event, though. I think it is probably their best of the currency / build-a-thon events. Obviously, it being a hybrid of the two. Currency events being my favorite, but then build-a-thons also being high on my list of events, MTX events that I like. So two things that I like in one. Just then they did this whole like AoE bonus XP thing. Cool idea. Really like that. So a lot of good stuff that they did right, in my opinion. And I'm here just plowing out 120 crafting because I can. Mainly because it's gonna take 10% less time than anywhere else I would do it, I guess. I mean, it's gonna make me money. So the only reason I really want to speed through it is because it's an active skill. It hurts my hands to do. But other than that, it's not that bad. Oh, interesting. They break down what exactly earns currency on that page. I didn't notice that. So you can earn currency anywhere in the game world, which is nice. But if you're playing the actual event, you're gonna get, I believe it's like 20% more currency. There's a 10%. I forget. You get more currency if you're playing the event like objects specifically. Like now I'm using a portal crafter, so I'm not getting any extra bonus. Yep, dab pen. This strain is what am I at? What is this? Orange cookies. So I'm just getting the 10% AoE bonus, which is plenty for me. I definitely bought nice Jack Her. That's a sativa, right? Maybe hybrid? I forget. I could be completely wrong. I haven't had many Jacks. I've had a little bit of Jack Frost. We don't have any Jack strains up north. He has straight sativa. We don't have many of the Jack strains yet here in Massachusetts, unless they're hiding them from me. Maybe I'm going to the wrong dispensaries. At least New England Treatment Access is like the main dispensary I go to, and they have. They even haven't Jack Frost in a long time. I used to like that one. That was a giggly strain. I used to not do very well with sativas, but now that I've kind of got my dispensary as a teenager. Fair. Once I move out into the hills, mountains, and I can grow my own stuff, those will be the days. I'm very excited to not have to spend half of my earnings every month on friggin' distillate just because I don't own the land that I'm living on and can't grow my own. It would be really interesting though when next year, if I'm still here and my grandmother is like totally in the throes of dementia, then I'll be able to grow it because she won't know what it is. I mean, she doesn't know what it is at this point, but I would have to destroy her gardens to get access to the land, and I couldn't do that to her. Obviously, she loves her gardens, but god damn it! Speaking of gardens, why? You're supposed to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is landscaping day. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. She'll water. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I should have done. Oh, look at these beautiful flowers. They're all purple and they smell great. I did, I tossed 3 Northern Lights seeds in one of the shady patches of our garden this summer, but they didn't sprout, or birds ate them. One of the two. They might have not been viable because I had been hanging on to them for a couple of years. I bought them to be grown, but I never had the opportunity to actually grow them, so yeah, they probably just didn't germ. I didn't germ them myself, which I should have done before I put them in the ground, but I was like, you're on your own. Let Mother Nature take over at this point. If it was meant to be, it will be, because I wasn't gonna take care of them. But that's like one of my my life goals is to have a little farm for myself, which will after I'm done with this phase of my life, that's what I'm gonna do. Is head out to the rural part of this state where there's tons of old farmland that nobody wants anymore because everyone's trying to move into the city where there are jobs. Joke's on them. All the jobs are going to be out there in like 15 years. So I'm going to head out there, grab some cheap farmland, start growing weed. Wake and bake session with your little plant. See, I'm a bad father. I have a confession. There was one that I did try to grow. It was those 3 Northern Light seeds that they were my, like, I held on to them, and before I tried to grow the Northern Lights, I had a test seed that I planted, and I did everything correctly. I germed it, you know, and I put it in a pot before I was going to put it in like a big air pot, before I was going to put it in like, you know, outside on my back porch and everything. But we had a hailstorm. This was like a few years ago, by the way. Funny enough, we had a hailstorm like last week. This is New England. But we had a hailstorm, and I was like, I should probably go take the plant in because it was like this big. It was tiny. And I was like, it's under the awning. It'll be fine. It was not fine. It died. Cool. What, you got a similar plan? Yeah, that broke my heart, but I learned a lesson. I learned an expensive lesson, but I learned a lesson in gardening and a lesson in not being lazy. I should just not have left it out there, and that wouldn't have been a problem. But, you know. Yeah. That was the old Magebit. That was the old Magebit. This is the new Magebit. It's like back then. Now I could just, like, if I'm gonna buy another plant, I'm probably gonna buy it from the clone stage, not from the seed stage. Priorities indeed, yeah. That was like leaving your pet outside during like overnight in like the freezing cold or something. It's like, you don't do that. You just don't. You're a bad father. And that's just me trying to cut corners as always. Mainly because I don't trust myself. Where's my other battery? Mainly because I don't trust here it is. I don't trust myself. To not kill it again. From the seed stage. But it's not hard to get it from the seed stage to the seedling stage or the sap, whatever it is. I don't know. That part's not hard. It's honestly the rest of it's that hard. I really need to worry about the rest of it if I want to do an outdoor grow, which is really what I want to do. For at least, I think the first like 5 years of my beginning grow is probably going to be outdoor. And then eventually I'll start doing like hydroponics and stuff, but I want to learn how to like So I want to become like self-sustainable. I want to grow food too, so I can just never deal with humanity again. It's the eventual plan. All right, enjoy. Oh my god, I can't wait to be done with these hunter urns. Then at least I can move on to urns I can sell. Yeah, hoping to be at least at 80,000 by the end of the day. That may or may not work out. Oh, it's so nice outside today. Although I'm stuck in until I get back up. I wonder if I've been kicked off Facebook Live yet. That'd be interesting to check. Banana. I'm sure there's been a warning like, hey, this video is viewable in 0 countries because you are doing illegal streaming music. BMG smiles down upon you from hell. Actually, I wonder if I played like small labels, they'd care less. I don't know. Facebook's evil when it comes to that type of stuff. YouTube, almost as evil, little less evil, but almost as evil. Twitch, still somehow getting away with it. Bless their souls. I don't know how they're doing it. I feel like as long as you are talking over the music for the majority of your stream and you know the music isn't the main focus, there shouldn't be an issue with playing music on a stream. If there's nothing but music on the stream, okay, that is a music stream and you owe royalties. That is a radio station. If you're singing the music on the stream, it's a karaoke stream. Once again, it's the focus of the stream. Okay, I can see, once again, a pathway to royalties. But when you're doing something like this, I understand that artists have a hard time making money. Hi, I'm an artist. I don't make any money. But honestly, this is, you know, you're just hurting even smaller artists by limiting what we can use. And I don't know. I know it's not necessarily YouTube or Facebook doing it, but they sure are not fighting for us. I mean, why would they? So I found this song actually fairly recently, and I really like it. I don't know if I don't know much about I Hate Heroes. They've only got they've got music going back to 2014 on Spotify. This song specifically, though, if you listen to the lyrics, if you struggle with mental illness, you will understand these lyrics. They just use they use a lot of obviously, I don't know, maybe one line. It's interesting because the song kind of like goes in two completely different directions, which again is very bipolar. Is that a penis in my chat? I don't know how this boat is not on fire, but you know. Oh no, I can't go to Runefest. Not this year. I'd love to, but the travel costs are too high for me. But thinking about making 2020 my Runefest year, I think I'll be in a much better place as far as finances in 2020. I might switch over to Firing Urn so I can read some Reddit. I might be able to do both at once. I really want to get to 100,000 because I'm OCD like that. You know, if you like sativa, I had to be in the right mood for it. That's for sure. I can't smoke it anytime. Guy, what did I have? I bought a full pen of lemon skunk. And, this is definitely not something I would do every time or every day. I often, that was like the first sativa I had bought in probably like 8 months. Because they hit me very differently. I wish I had some freaking shatter, but the shatter selection has been garbage. I had some wax, but like an idiot, I think I dropped it into my drawer. I'm not a very, like, efficient person. I just mainly want to use a water filtration rig because it will hit me better, but I don't know what I did with my wax. That makes me a little sad. I like the hybrid. Hybrid is probably the easiest of the strains to work with because it kind of like goes with your mood, you know. There's a word for that, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm generally, what is it? This is a full indica, which is it's a no-no. For like during the day. Although you need a lot less of it. That's what I've found is if you use a full indica, you need a lot less. But you do run the risk of just like crashing midday. But hybrids are, like Blue Dream, probably one of my favorite strains of all time. Flow OG, which could also be a hybrid sativa, but if depending on the genetics can also be straight hybrid. I'm also a big fan of. Did they really rename the Varric Agent gloves to Varric Agent Invisible gloves instead of fixing it? It's all good. This player model also looks horrible. I miss. That's the thing is, they give you crazy discounts on the shatters and stuff because it's all generally made from the shake and stuff that they can't sell. It's all the THC that's been, you know, generally extracted from the unsightly product that is undesirable for retail consumption in that form. So they bake it down to be, you know, processed into concentrates or edibles or whatnot. So you generally get good discounts. So I tend to go the that route. At least Netta, my dispensary, has the kind, or at least they give you the kind gesture of reintroducing terpenes back into their distillate, which is an artificial method of trying to make the you know, try to make some of the same flower feeling reoccur, which is, you know, not a science, it's pseudoscience. It doesn't necessarily work, but it doesn't not work. Like it's better than, it's definitely better than Shatter, but it is not as good as Vaving Flower straight up, or definitely just taking a fat rip off the bong. But taking a fat rip off the bong also is activating a ton of other different chemicals, which also, of course, are gonna, you know, activate that high in a billion other different ways as well. That's another thing is us as humans. We like to focus in on like, okay, what's activating the high? Oh, it's THC. Let's isolate THC and stick it in a device and call it a day. But that's not exactly like the whole story. You know? It's like when you're burning cannabis, there's a lot more going on there than just THC, right? Like there's an entire entourage of cannabinoids, and we don't have any idea about like what most of them do. There's like over 400 of them, and we don't have any idea of like, I think we've classified maybe a handful of them, like maybe like what, 40, 50, maybe 100. Because I'm not a cannabis scientist. I am just an avid bystander of the cannabis science movement. That's about it. I enjoy. Every time I sit down with my cannabis doctor, I enjoy talking to her about this stuff. I email my cannabis doctor on a regular basis, and we chat about this. I mean, I could name the majority of the of my favorite terpenes off of the top of my head, probably. Big fan of myrcene. Like, because I'm a couch lock dude. Like pinene. I like linalool. Linalool's interesting. Because it's actually something that you'll find in a lot of hair products too. I mean, which has nothing to do with its efficacy. It's just something that I found like really interesting, because I read the ingredients of a lot of things. Because terpenes, of course, they're natural botanicals, so the fact that it would show up in some, other hair products makes sense to me, being that obviously, yeah, there's tons of botanicals in hair products, so yeah, that makes sense. But terpenes have tons of other effects, like strengthening hair and nails, and things like that. So like, there's so many different things that terpenes and terpenoids do that we don't give them credit for, or we don't assign their values to. We don't think about. Yeah, it's interesting. Another thing that really pisses me off about Massachusetts, complete double standard. They just banned CBD products, which is the stupidest thing in the world. Basically, they're doing it because they want you to purchase them through dispensaries, not online. They're so like, if you were to go to like a head shop or something like that, and you see like CBD gummies, like they want to make that illegal, or like that is now illegal. I'm not 100% sure if the bill has fully passed, or if that has just garnered enough signatures to be put up to pass, but it's, in my opinion, ridiculous, because you then are literally turning around and then selling the same product to people inside of your dispensaries. Hey, what's going on, Magic Turtle? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm grinding out Botokes. and token with some boats. I love this song too. I found out this song is about friggin' whatchamacallit. Man, what's that stupid game with the crazy crossover RPG Disney Donald Duck. He's got a big key sword. Someone will know what I'm talking about it. And they sell CBD at the flea market. I know, that's the thing. It's like there's CBD everywhere. I got CBD right here. I bought it on the internet. You come get me, FBI. Don't come get me, please. I'll never buy it again. I'll buy it at the dispensary. I don't want to die. But point being, like, it's the same shit that I'm gonna buy at my dispensary. Is like, I can't buy it on the web. Like, come on, it's so stupid. Final Fantasy, yes, Final Fantasy 69. But yeah, when they crossed over, what is the name of that damn game? Kingdom Hearts. Yes, thank you. This song is about Kingdom Hearts, or was about Kingdom Hearts. The song is over now. Band is Notions. I think this is really badass. If there's a metal song about Kingdom Hearts, makes me happy. It's called Oathkeeper. How did I get here? I wish streaming didn't make my face numb. Like solo streaming. Imagine if I lived in Colorado. I would not be able to live. I should buy one of those masks that simulate high oxygen, low oxygen environments. That way, when I'm on the stream, I won't be like an issue that I'm hyperventilating myself. So, name the captain of the Stormbreaker, Gorbachev, because apparently we're in the friggin' 80s. So that when it approaches the fossil island, Mr. Marduk can yell, Mr. Gorbachev. Let me guess, the person who posted this is 38. But Mr. Marduk isn't Regan, is he? Is the top post by Shawnee. Oh. Man, Marduk isn't. Just started a playthrough of I just finished 2. Guess I'll get to 3 soon. Nice. I need consoles. That's one of my goals in life. One of my goal. I only have one goal. Is to get console. And plural. Imagine if that was like if there was a language where they hadn't discovered plurals yet. I really want to get a console, though. I say this every year, and it's about the same time every year, generally during the summer. It's probably because good games come out during the summer. Is that a thing? No? I don't know. I think generally they announce interesting concept stuff during the summer or something. And then I get excited because I don't have any consoles. Why does Nintendo make it impossible to buy their pre-owned consoles from previous generations? wonder if the new agility course is going to be best XP in game. I bet if you can min-max it, it will be. Oh, oh yeah, volume freaking sliders from hell. I forgot about these. All right, now that everything's calmed down, maybe I can show you my volume sliders from hell. All right. So, try to explain this problem. Look at this. I've had to like zoom out on them, but like this is my life. This is volume slider hell. No one should have to live in volume slider hell. Nobody should have to live in volume slider hell. This is why I am very tempted to leave Firefox. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Moving into the second hour shortly, if anyone wants to acquiesce. A different genre of music, if anyone wants me to change from this to trance or anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll keep looking through Reddit here. Would it be possible? Oh, I heard that Telos got an upgrade to practice mode. Me, this dude, when once I'm 120 and everything, I plan on going hard at learning Telos and Rax. Rax first, then Telos. I don't know if you may have figured that one out on your own, but I need to make a lot of money. Mainly just because I want to get my rares back. That's my next goal after 120 and all. Yeah, Rax, it's a good boss to know if you want to make, you know, some decent cash. You know, I wish my mouth still worked. If I could have like my 2010 mouth with my 2019 brain, I would be really happy. And like my 2006 body. while we're just, you know, picking and choosing. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So Rax, yeah, I'm gonna probably be doing some Rax in this fall, I'm guessing, because what do I got? I got like 4 or 5 120s left. I'll be done with 120s this summer. If I had to guess. Unless RuneScape royally pisses me off and I take another hiatus. I don't think that's gonna happen. Bow piece. So I'm cashing in my bow pieces every like 25,000. I've got about 9,000 on me right now. We only got like a little week left in this event. 6 days, 9 hours, right? So the event ends on Sunday, right? Okay. I bet you they're going to let us squeeze in extra XP until the game resets, though, on Monday. So you might see me being an idiot. Because this event has crafting XP in it on the last phase. And obviously 120 crafting is what I'm trying to do here. So you may see yours truly having a good time, rocking the rhyme, up really late that specific night, maybe streaming. Yeah, you should be able to set your enrage now, correct. So you can just totally whack at 4,000 if you need to practice that. You can do that now. Or if you just want to practice 100, you could. Which is good for me, because I'm probably going to need to practice 100 for a while, I would guess. But maybe, who knows? I have no idea. Maybe by the time I'm good at racks, something will have clicked. Who knows? I know something, and that is that I need my yellow party hat back. If I'm going to truly complete the game. I've been wearing crowns for too long. I need to wear a paper hat. This song is not on my playlist. I'm not saying it shouldn't be on my playlist. Kind of like it. I have to use the toilet. After we had an hour of streaming, I'm gonna take a break. Oh, Seven Dust. Oh, yeah. Seven Dust is good. I want a new microphone, but I want it to have the same capabilities as this microphone. As I touched it, it lost. It did exactly the problem it has. Y'all see that Shadow Drakes are back and half off? Is that a black dragon? What's going on there? Also, the trimmed masterwork armor is supposed to make racks a lot easier. I haven't had an opportunity to test that out, but I'm excited to give it a try. It takes a while to make in-game, but if you pour your heart and soul into mining and smithing, it will produce for you. Alright, I'll throw my character up here for a second. And I'll be right back. Such boating. Such activity. Okay. Hour number 2. Ba, 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 na, na. Just browsing through Reddit, just seeing what's going on. Nothing too crazy that I'm interested in at the moment. Ah, yes. Hey, Rippeth. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I forgot about the, good point. First of the month. Could run around and do statues if we wanted to. I get so... these fires. Oh my goodness. This cannot be an efficient way to train, can it? Yeah, I saw that, the Repentant Horror. That's interesting. I snagged that. I like those little barbarian assault pets. I've always wanted those, but I've never wanted to pay for them, so that's really cool to finally have one. I wonder what made them choose the one of the barbarian assault pets this month. Or if it's just completely random. Is Tavia's rod worth the money? No, it just looks cool. It's like, is Hazelmir's signet ring worth the money? No. Not unless you get another Hazelmere signet ring and it doubles the Hazelmere signet ring. Oh, imagine going back and just watching old quest guides from like 2010, 2006 era, just for nostalgia. Is that weird? I can't decide if that's weird or not. It's a little weird, yeah. Just picture, and it's like you just curl up in the corner with like a bottle of whiskey. This was the day when I did do no evil. I fucking hate those monkeys. I still want to... That's something I want to do, is go back and rewatch some of my old Rage streams. Probably gonna do that on now that Twitch has subscriber features, subscriber streams. I'll probably go back and rewatch some of my old shitty videos as like a watch party thing. Oh god, the Romeo and Juliet one. I did that when it was RuneScape Classic, so I don't remember it. I have one flashed like memory of it, like a very vague memory of like Juliet or something waking up and like Romeo being dead, but like because it was all done in text box back then, it not really making it really too apparent because the characters were still standing there, so my 12-year-old brain was just like not really getting the message, and I was like, that was dumb. So back in the day, quests just did not really do it for me. I was a spacebar quester, honestly, until the new interface system, like 2013. Gunner's Ground was a good quest, though. When they redid that, yeah, when they turned it into Gunner's Ground. I actually did that quest, which was in 2009. I didn't spacebar that one, but it was a remake and it was small, so didn't need to really spacebar through it. I was still working on my 120s. Wow, still working on my 99 combats back then. Working on my 199 attack, strength, and defense. Hey, Purdue. Spacebar quester until you could actually spacebar the mage logic. Yeah, could you not always spacebar them? Probably, right? You definitely couldn't spacebar them in Classic, but when could you spacebar them is a good question. When did the spacebar become a usable object as a hotkey for moving dialogue forward? That is a great question. I don't know. Now I kind of want to log into Escape Rune and check now and see if Escape Rune has that feature. The thing is with private servers, you know, they add stuff for usability. You can never really... It's hard to tell. Oh my god, I've been getting so many jag idiot things like, oh, I don't know if I've logged out too many times. In the past 36 hours, I've gotten 3 jag fake account, little internet hiccup there. 3 fake attempts to steal my account. In the past, 36 hours. It's like, whoa. Someone was given, a grant? An account stealing grant? Some state-sponsored terrorism in RuneScape? Oh my god, Mason, I'm not sure if you're aware, but you're surrounded by fire. Yeah, this is just RuneScape 3 now. I'm in hell. I've been sent here for letting DX be on the show for too many years. Next double XP weekend. People are already... I'll be honest with you, I am looking forward to next double XP weekend just because I want to bang crafting really hard. But I also am never a huge fan of bonus XP weekends. But at the same time, I really want to see crafting just gone. I'm not crafting. Herb lore. Just imagine that. Turning that into triple XP would be amazing. 32, because that would make it basically triple XP to 120. To 120. Yes, to 120. Okay, it is 120 that time. My brain, it has a hard time with words, which is not a good thing when you're in spoken word. I need to change my medication, but I really, really like my medications. Except for that one glaring flaw of word stupidity. Side effects may include weight loss, ability to deal with your thoughts, word stupidity, inability to feel my face when I'm with you. Been getting this for years now. Nvidia says my drivers are up to date, and I just did another update to be sure. Well, you know what? Have you ever thought that maybe you have a phantom graphics card in your computer? That's the kind of help you can expect from my new tech support agency that I will be launching in January, called we'll get back to again, word stupidity. I used to be really good at shit like that, and I'm Topamax, man. By the way, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Ian. It's good to see you. It's good to be here. I'm trying to commit myself to more morning streams in the summer, but I suck at commitment, so I'm just gonna do them and not commit to them. Sweet. It's good to see you in my chat, in my live stream. It's hard to get people out of the clan chat and into live chat, even when I advertise it. I didn't advertise this stream, though, I don't think. Maybe I did. I think I did, yeah. I generally do. Why removing duplicate pets from player-owned house? Why not? Why would you want duplicate pets in your player-owned house? There's so few spots for pets. And to tell me to watch you so I could learn to PVM. That's a troll. I feel like she told you to say that. Although, come back in like September and maybe I'll be like pro Telos by then. I'm gonna make so much money eventually. I just need to focus on that, but right now I'm still super focused on this, which is 120 in everything, which I've been focused on for like my entire life. But we're almost there. We're almost done. That portion of my life is coming to an end, and once it's over, I will then try to go and make like 6 billion gold. And the only thing I am better at in the PVM category than Hannah is persistence and consistency. Like, I mean, I've got close to 1 million Abyssal Demon kills, which means I've probably made more money off of Abyssal Demon kills than she's made off of her God Wars Dungeon 2, like, career. But, excuse me, but that's just because I've put probably 1,000 hours into Abyssal Demons. So it's like, you know, slow and steady versus sporadic bursts of higher intensity. Thing is, if we were both going for the same amount of time doing those two different activities, she'd win. Although, if I switched it up and went to, like, Muspa, I'd win, because Muspa is like 8 million an hour. That's better money than God Wars Dungeon 2. Thing about Muspa is it's going to incorporate skilling into it as well. You're going to have to go and also do summoning and turn those spines into pouches. Whereas if you're just doing like Telos, it's just like, money. I just love money. And that's where I need to be in life. Because in other games, you just sit down and you just dominate. And by you, I mean myself. It's like when I play Grand Theft Auto, it's just like you just play it. You're good at it. There's action, adventure. There's no like, I'm bad at that portion of the game. No, it's just like you play all facets of the game. You enjoy all facets of the game. But with RuneScape, it's like there's this glaring, gaping hole called PVM that I'm insufficient at, and it makes me feel insufficient as a player, and that's no good. Especially as a podcast co-host, someone who wants to bring knowledge and joy to people. I want to know what I'm talking about. Talking out of my ass is only 33% of the battle. Well, the only boss I've ever done was KBD, so maybe we can learn PVM together. Yeah, absolutely. KBD is actually one of my favorite bosses. I'm still trying to get the boss pet from KBD. That's one of my things, actually, is now that Reaper is separate from the Comp Cape, I'm actually more interested in Reaper. My brain makes no sense. I don't understand my mind. But now I want Reaper. Now that it's not part of Completionist. So after 120 and all, I'm probably going to go swing for Reaper. So, yeah. If you're interested in PVM, I will probably be doing a lot of PVM as soon as I am done with what I got left. I got a little bit of Slayer, which is technically PVM. And it's hard to look through all the... It's hard to see past all these beautiful diamonds. I know I gotta do Herblore, but that should literally be a weekend's worth of work. Just have to wait for the weekend to happen. And then we're working on crafting right now. Rune crafting is going to be the longest one. That's about, what, 300,000 XP per hour? So that's about a week in game, so that's like 300 hours. So that's probably about a month and a half's worth of work. Maybe a month. Hunter's the big one. Depending on what happens with the new Hunter method, that's going to... I believe they said it's going to be about 600k an hour. So that should be about a little bit, like 3 weeks of my time. So all in all, again, I would say by the end of the summer, I will be done, more than likely. Rolling into September, fall season, probably learning PVM. So yeah, I'll be bitching about it in the clan chat for sure. I need to make a bunch of overload salves and stuff like that. But beyond that, I'm pretty good. I have holy overloads, but I'd like to upgrade them if I'm going to be doing like top tier PVM. I need to get back into social media. Been gone for like a weekend. So hard. So hard for me to get engaged. Being bipolar, it's like sometimes I can be engaged in social media for like 8 hours, 6 days a week, and other times I just seeing 10 like alerts on the bell is terrifying to me. Very annoying going between those two states. I wish my brain could just pick one. Currently working on all quests. Very nice for the curses. Curses are super, super helpful. Not that prayers aren't good, but definitely in the top tier. The curses will lend their benefit. Stormbreaker event rewards. I was gonna make a new account. I missed, but I'm not even bothering with the outfit. It's not that attractive. They don't put their good graphics team time into said outfits. They put them into you know, the harder to get outfits. We are on fire. Hey Tone, how you doing? This is an accurate portrayal of the state of RuneScape.
Princess.
Oh goodness. Take from Bob, totally busted. Yes. Okay. I'll give you some treats. One moment.
He's a pretty kitty.
What's pretty kitty?
I have 2 kitties. I inherited this one. I love that name. That is amazing. Firemaker, here he is. We found the culprit. Arrest him, officers. Is it super humid out today or something? I gotta check the humidity. It's like, it's beautiful out in the sky, but it could be deceptive. Because it's like 82. Yeah, 53. It's not horrible. I cannot feel my face. And I'm not with anybody. And it is super annoying. I hate humidity. Mainly because it makes my face go numb. But other things can make my face go numb as well. Yeah, 51% is crappy, but not horrible. 61%'s kind of shitty. It's getting on the shittier end. But poopy. I guess 50%'s enough to maybe do what I'm complaining about? Possibly. I don't know. Also, hey, how you doing, Hampshire? It's good to see you. So many boat pieces, so little time. I like to, sometimes when I get nice and up close with the camera angles like this, I like to think that I'm in the third person view and I put my feet on the dock right here and I'm actually a character myself. I've gotten pretty high at this point, of course, but you know. And here I am standing on the docks observing Magebit as you know, as an observer in the game. 74%. Yeah, I would be not at that point. I might be like wheezing. I would probably be using my inhaler. I would not be able to just like smoke with 74% humidity. One thing I wish they could fix is the transparency thing with the with like capes and other things. There's other things happen as well, but you'll notice like the border around the icons. Sorry, turn my prayer on. The border around the icon is actually missing. You can see through that. It happens with some other objects as well, and it will only happen when your character is in an animation. So because I'm using an active idle animation from this specific walk, it makes anything with a transparency or transparent border have its active transparent border and pop out like that. It's a bug. It's a known bug, and it's been a known bug for about, I don't know, since NXT, since longer than NXT maybe. I think at least since NXT though. And it's just so ugly. I put up with it, but I actually got rid of an outfit, my last outfit, because of it. It broke my last outfit horribly because there's too many transparent points on it. That it, if you have the outfit plus an active animation on, you can't have both. You got to pick between the outfit or an active walk animation, and it's like, I get that this is an old game, but I want both. I paid for both. I want both. Make both work. And I feel like if they just reworked the player model, they could make both work. Because you're starting from the ground up at that point. You gotta start from scratch with the player model, then you could make both fit. I know it's a big project, because then you have to you gotta pull from a lot of things. You gotta make all the outfits work. It's a whole rigging issue. You're not saying, hey, let's take one or two object artists and we'll have this done in a month. It's probably a large update that's going to take 6 to 8 months of time, but it's the player model, for goodness sake. We have NPCs that look so much better than us. Don't even make me prove it. I don't feel like doing it right now. There's one right here though. If I could just get a better camera angle. We have so many polygons in our face, though. They've taken our money so many times. And I mean, they give us good stuff. Look at that butterfly. It's a good butterfly. But I don't want that butterfly. I didn't ask for that butterfly. Time and time again, the things that I vote for in the poll never ends up in game. So, I remain salty. But mildly satisfied. You know, like dollar store snacks. You know, I'm still getting the RuneScape that I want. I'm just not getting the progress that I desire. NPCs don't have variable adjustments. That's very, very true. It's like the big thing between offline games and online games, and why there's so much more detail in like an on-rails game versus like an open world game or an online MMO game, and why you can pack so much more detail. I mean, that is a very, very valid point. Getting the RuneScape you need, not the RuneScape you deserve. Yeah, that's... I mean, you think back... I think back to when I was a youngin'. The RuneScape that I wanted back then, and the RuneScape that I'm getting right now is... You know, I'm getting the RuneScape that I wanted back when I was a child. You know, I mean, I have RuneScape in the palm of my freaking hands. That's all I've ever asked for. Literally. That was my childhood dream. Was that RuneScape would be able to be taken with me anywhere, and that it would have 3D graphics. And both of those things have come to fruition. I can't say my childhood Magebit dreamt big, but at least he dreamt. How do you tell when the next Treasure Hunter event is? If you go into Treasure Hunter, pop it open, there's a little time until thing up here. It gives you the hours, minutes, and seconds. But that was the only other thing. I was hoping it would end up on consoles, but point and clicks just don't work very well on consoles. Oh, what? Not when. I am dumb. I apologize. I think it also is supposed to show you, if you bring it up like that. No? Not always. If it doesn't show you, then it's a surprise. Although tomorrow is Tuesday, right? So Second Chance Tuesday. They don't always tell you it's Second Chances until it happens. We can harass Shawnee. Maybe he knows. I got some bonds on the Grand Exchange because, not gonna lie, trying to get that Shadow Drake pad at half off. Don't tell anybody. I don't want it for any other reason but to collect it. But I mean, it's only 600 and something rune coins, which is like $21, but it's only 60 something mil. But bonds seem to be going up. No one wants to sell me bonds at 20 mil, 600k or something. I'm living the rough life. I won't even raise it. I'll abuse it for you. I'll send it to the Ardoin Zoo and have the polar bears laugh at it in their free time. Keep its self-esteem real low. It'll never grow up. And it will be afraid of thunderstorms. Yeah, you did win the gorilla pet from the forum competition. That was cool. I've never won anything from Jagex, I don't think. Ugh. Except their love and adoration. And a little bit of scorn. Am I switching servers? I think I'm switching servers. Watch World 99 be a peaceful haven of just... It's gonna be like Switzerland, okay? See? Switzerland. Didn't they hook you up one time? Can't remember for sure, but with the monitors.runeweek.com. They offered me one, yes. I didn't accept, but I did keep the contract for Nostalgia. Or not Nostalgia. That's not the right word, but posterity? Bragging rights? Just memories? Cool, because it's cool? Is that a Revenant Dragon? That's cool. That's cool. It was mainly just too difficult to do for the amount of aid, so I didn't bother. But I was super appreciative that they wanted to help me in the first place. That, I mean, that alone, like I said, their love and adoration means more than anything else. Sometimes I feel like this station is the same song. Ugh. Goodness gracious. I heard that the Note 10 is coming out at the beginning of next month. Anyone excited for that? Everyone's Apple in the audience, I'm pretty sure. I know Hampshire's Apple, at the very least. Anyone in the Android sphere? I need to get my next, like, 4-year phone. Are you Pixel? You surprise me. What brought you to the Pixel? Which LG do you have? I don't think I have any of this left. No, this is empty. I currently have the LG V30, and I've enjoyed it, but it's just not enough power for me long term. I like LG as a brand too. I'd look up the Stylo 4. I haven't heard of that. LG makes good electronics. I really like LG's knock feature. That's actually what kept me on LG. Sick of Apple's recent shoddy attempts at a phone, same old crap. Pixel was like a breath of fresh air, and I love Google's products at the moment. Got a few at home. Nice. Cool. I've heard good things about the Pixel. Hopefully the Note 10 is good. It looks like it will be pretty good. Yeah, that's one great feature of having a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Never having to worry about charging it, Lurker. How long does it take to charge when you plug it in? Oh, okay, cool. It's got like fast charge. Alrighty. Almost at 70,000 unfired urns. Very good. Almost completed my hunter urn side of this then. I only want 100,000 hunter urns because I plan on consuming them for 120 hunter. I don't know if I'm going to consume them all, but 100,000 of them should be enough. And then the rest I'll make farming. That seems to be what people want the most of. And I will just plow the way to 99. And by 99, I mean 120. But I do have to wrap up in the next, like, 15 or so minutes, as I'm being passed on to grandmother duty. I have to watch my grandmother for the remainder of the morning and into the afternoon here for a while. And then I've been playing with the idea of coming back and doing evening streams similar to this style, where I just kind of chill and chat. It's, you know, I'm probably playing RuneScape anyway. So it's possible that I may on days where I'm already doing live shows, pop again live in the evening, or on my off days, because I swore that Mondays were the days that there was no lawn service in the morning. So I was like, cool, I'm going to stream in the morning. And then, bam, lawn service. But I will reassess that situation, because maybe I'm just losing my mind about that, but maybe it's every morning and I'm crazy losing my mind about that. There's just different parts of the neighborhood, and because my window is more open than before, my microphone is louder. Anyway, this event has been really good for bonus XP. If you are into bonus XP, you want to be grabbing those small boxes. If you want lamps, you want to be cracking open those large boxes. Remember that. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all I have for now. other than happy escaping, and I'll see you later.